Hey, Sean Murphy here. Welcome to Salvation Strength. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, what I do with this channel is I help empower you through clarity, vision, and even peace to bring more fulfillment, purpose, and even success to your life. So if you are someone who's currently struggling with some things on the inside and you're doing the work on yourselves, I invite you to hit that subscribe button as we do the deep work towards self-mastery. So in today's video, I want to share with you something that actually happened within my relationship with my girlfriend this week that almost took me back to a very familiar place. How I almost wrecked my own relationship with a wonderful, wonderful woman. And it was all due to the stories that I started feeding myself up here. So if you deep dive into some of my previous videos, you know I'm all about, how strong that mind works and how powerful it is to separate the facts from the feelings that we have and how that enables you to live a more empowered lifestyle. So here's what happened is this week, just a couple days ago, as a matter of fact, we had a little bit of a tiff. We had a little bit of a struggle within our relationship. She thought she was just sharing some with me. It ended up really hurting me and sending me kind of over the edge towards anger and even resentment, and even I was being a little spiteful, and all these old feelings started resurfacing. And here's the thing, this is a time of year for me where I really suffer from seasonal depression disorder. And so I tend to hold on and latch on to those old familiar feelings. And when we had this little tiff, when me and Selena went through this little struggle, I automatically reverted to the feelings of my old self. I started going back to that protection of, Sean, this is it. This is where the relationship starts ending. This is where the struggle really begins. You don't need this in your life. You don't need her in your life. I was having all those familiar feelings step right back in, because that was my past. That was my experience with every other relationship over and over and over again. But here's the thing, as we're trying to create a more powerful future, as we're trying to escape that familiar past, as we're trying to grow, as we're trying to become a better version of ourselves for the future, not just for ourselves, but for our future partner, for our families and things of that nature, we need to start developing a vision of what we want for the future. And if we keep reverting, like I was doing this week, towards the feelings of the past, we're holding ourselves back from that true vision of the future that we really want, right? So here's what happened was, Selena came to me with, an issue that she was having. I felt it as a personal attack. And instead of attacking her, I felt myself going in that direction. I felt myself getting very angry and very resentful and very, I just wanted to lash out. I ended up pulling back and just keeping to myself, which was okay, but it's still not the person I want to be. For about a 24-hour period, I was very silent and I was very withdrawn. Selena brought to me kind of an issue that she was having through the holidays, and I took it as a personal attack. I took it as, that she didn't want to be with me, she didn't want to be with my family for the holidays, that she didn't want to spend that time with us. And that wasn't the case. The true story, as a matter of fact, was just that she was just feeling pulled in a million different directions, and she just wanted peace for herself through the holidays. And I should understand that. I should totally get that. That's what we're trying to do on this channel, right? So we're trying to develop more peace and understanding, not with just ourselves, but with our partners, with our loved ones, with our families, so that we can have a deeper, stronger bond and relationship and love and fulfillment, right? But I reverted to that old self. I reverted back to that angry Sean. I reverted back to that person that was just had these feelings of, this girl doesn't love me anymore. She's ready to break up. This is the time of the year where bad stuff normally happens, but I don't want that for my life anymore. And so instead of reverting to those feelings, instead of pulling away for that 24-hour period, I should have done this exercise. And what this exercise is reframing. It's actually a strategy where you take the story that you're programmed up here within your head, and you try to eliminate the feelings from that story, and you only look at the concrete facts. And then from those facts, you could build a more powerful story that ultimately gets you to where you want to be in life, that ultimately gets you to a place of resolve in your life, that gets you to a place of peace within your life. And so I got to tell you, as soon as I did this exercise I'm about to share with you, it wasn't hours later that we had the most amazing day together, that we felt the connection together again, that we felt that bond and that strength and that relationship just blooming once again. And we had a fantastic day where my old self would have cut, I would have run, I would have just held on to those angry feelings. There would have been more space divided between us, and ultimately it probably would have led to a breakup, a needless, stupid kind of breakup, right? And that is because of ego, that's because of pride, that's because of the familiar self of the past, who I don't want to be anymore. I don't want to be that guy anymore. I want to be the guy in the relationship that she's proud of, that she's excited for, that she's in love with. That's the guy I want to be in our relationship. And the only way I can get there is by keeping on working on myself and keeping that communication up, which communication is a huge one. And it's something I work with my coaching clients, because that's really the deep work, like the communication with ourselves, the communication with our partners, the communication with our friends, even with our children. That's huge. Like, that's something that takes a lot of work. But the exercise I have for you today, if you're interested in this, if you're interested in learning how to separate the facts from the feelings so that you can empower your life, I call it the Salvation Strength Stacks. And there's a link in the description here below. Just click on that and it's gonna walk you through. I got another video that'll walk you through the entire exercise. It's kind of like journaling. Like, you can break out a notebook, you can journal, but what this does is it walks you through a series of powerful questions. And as you're going through those questions, it helps you to reframe the mind. It helps you to separate those feelings from the facts. So now you can extract the lesson. You can extract a new powerful story that's gonna help you get through your struggles. All right, so if that's something that you're interested in, the link is here in the description. But I hope this serves you today, because like I said, this whole channel is about empowering you and helping you to recognize those times when people aren't trying to do you wrong. Like, my girlfriend's not trying to do me wrong. God is not trying to do me wrong, right? But we have these stories because of our familiar self, because of the experiences that we've had in our lives, because of the internal dialogue that goes on within ourselves, because of the external dialogue that somebody else has told us previously in our lives. Like, we have all those things that continuously attack us. And so we have to develop more powerful stories. We have to develop a stronger mindset, if you will, in order to develop the lifestyle that we truly want. And for me, it's a lifestyle of clarity. It's a lifestyle of peace. It's a lifestyle of freedom with every aspect of my life, whether it's business, whether it's with my relationship with Selena, with my family, with everything. So make sure you check out the Salvation Strength Stacks. The link is here in the description below. This is a free gift to help you enrich and empower your life. And hey, look, this is a tool that I've used with paying clients. I've given it to you absolutely free. It's one of the most valuable and powerful tools that I have to work with my coaching clients. And I want to give it to you absolutely free just for watching this video. So again, the link is right here in the description. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you have any questions on how this all works or anything like that, drop it here in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, because again, I just upload all kinds of these videos to help empower your life. And I'm hoping that this is serving you so far. I also got the blog, salvationstrength.com. Be sure to check that out. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one to develop these new stories, to develop an empowered lifestyle, make sure you head over to salvationstrength.com and check out the blog, and also check out the coaching program that I have available for you there. With that said, my name is Sean Murphy. Peace, love, and strength. I'll see you in the next video.